Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me this morning. This practice is going to get your energy flowing. Before we get started, though, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you get a note every time I upload a new video. Let's get started. Let's start standing at the front of our mat. Bring your toes together, heels slightly apart. Maybe just work into your shoulders a little bit. And then drop them down your back. Turn the tailbone down. Lift the points of your hips. Feel the thighs engage, the core engage. Lift all 10 toes. Give them a little wiggle, a little stretch. And then lower them back down onto the mat. Couple of breaths here. Fingertips are reaching towards the mat, and your palms are facing forward. So you get a nice stretch sort of across the front of the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders. Take the first few moments of practice here to connect with your intention for this practice, for this day. One more full cycle of breath, feeling the breath moving through your body, waking your body up. And then let's softly open the eyes as the fingertips reach towards the ceiling. As you exhale, soften your knees, bring your hands down through heart center. Come to a forward fold, a nice easy forward fold here, soft knees. You can separate your feet a little bit if you like. Take opposite elbows and sway, maybe bringing the cross of your forearms to the outside of each calf or shin. Let the head hang heavy. And let your fingertips drop back down onto the mat. Soften the knees and a slow spinal roll up. Take your time here, coming up to stand nice and slow. Bringing the crown of your head up last. Inhale the fingertips up. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Fingertips can come to the mat. Lean into your hands just a little bit here. Inhale to a halfway lift. Fingertips on the shins, reaching the crown of the head forward, pulling the hips back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften the knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Drop the shoulder blades and begin to bend into the knees, drawing the hips back and down. Coming to chair pose. Turn the tailbone down. Feel the core engage. Big breath in. As you exhale, sweep the hands back behind you. Lift the heels. Inhale, reach the hands up. Sink the heels. Exhale, lift the heels, fingertips back. Inhale to reach. One more time in each direction. And now as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, and bring your feet back to a high plank pose. You can be on your toes or on your knees here. Nice, easy breath, bringing the shoulders forward over the fingertips. And as you exhale, let's lower all the way to the mat. Tops of the feet press actively into the mat as you lift the heart. Cobra pose. Exhale to release. Inhale to plank or plank on your knees or table. Exhale back, downward facing dog. As we inhale, let's lift the right heel up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, squeeze it in. Inhale to find extension. As you exhale, squeeze it in one more time, and let's draw that right foot forward between the hands, dropping the left knee down onto the mat. Inhale to sweep the fingertips forward and up. Exhale, sink the hips forward and down as you bring your elbows to cactus elbows. Elbows are about the height of your shoulders. Inhale, reach the fingertips. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to reach the fingertips up, lengthen through both sides of the waist. As you exhale this time, interlace the fingertips at the base of the spine. And inhale to open the chest. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, fingertips high. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, to the inside of your right foot. And you can give yourself a little bit of room here by moving the right foot to the edge of the mat. We'll stay here for a few breaths in dragon pose or lizard pose. You can stay on your palms or come down onto forearms. Option to curl the back toes under and lift the knee if you like. One more full cycle of breath. Lowering the back knee if you've lifted. Come up onto your palms if you've moved from there. Take your right hand on your right ankle and just slide it back about halfway down your mat. Bring your hand back onto the mat. Lift the left knee and roll to the pinky toe side of your left foot. So we're coming into a modified side plank. Bring the right fingertips up overhead. Big inhale, reach that right hand overhead, biceps next to the ear, getting a big stretch. As you exhale, sweep that hand overhead, reach back for the back of the mat and sink your left hip down towards the mat. As you inhale, sweep your right hand forward and overhead, push into the hips, lift the hips. Exhale, we'll flow with this now. Exhale to sink the hips, reach back. Inhale. Come up. One more time. Coming back and then up. Let's make our way to plank pose now. Rolling onto the left toes. Right hand comes down. Right foot steps back. Vinyasa of your choice. Lowering halfway or all the way down. Inhale to cobra or up dog. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right heel. Yes, I'm not confused, right heel. As you exhale, round the spine and bring that right foot forward between the hands. Bringing your left heel down onto the mat for warrior two. Let's rise all the way up to our warrior two. You can make any little adjustments with your feet that you need to be comfortable, pressing into both feet evenly. Drop the left hand down onto the left thigh, and let's turn the right palm up, bringing it up and back. Keep pushing into the right knee. Big breath in. Long, slow exhale. Inhale, warrior two. As we exhale, extended side angle, right elbow to right knee or to the floor. Left hand's going to reach up and over. Sink into the hips. Can gaze up at the ceiling or down at the floor. It's up to you. Inhale to warrior two. As you exhale, hands to the hips, pivot on your feet so you're facing the long edge of your mat. And let's just take an easy forward fold. You can add a chest opener if you like by interlacing the fingers, pushing the knuckles away and hinging forward. Drop the crown of the head. Let everything go. If you've got the bind of your hands, release the fingertips to the mat. Find like a halfway lift in your spine. So a nice flat back, gazing down at the floor. And let's begin to work into this right knee, coming to a side lunge. You can stay like this with the soles of both your feet down on the mat, or you can find Skandasana. With the left toes facing up, bring your heel over the right heel. Fingertips can stay on the mat, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Right hand can come down to the mat and reach up with the left hand, getting a little side stretch here. From here, let's make our way to Skandasana at the back of the mat onto the left leg. Try and keep the hips low as you find that. And bring your fingertips, we won't stay here, bring your fingertips to the mat and pivot on your feet so you're in a low lunge at the back of the mat. Inhale to lift the shoulders to a crescent lunge. Fingertips reach for the sky and then drop the shoulder blades down the back. Reach your hands forward and again roll the shoulder blades back and down. Cross your arms so that the left arm is over the right. You can take opposite shoulders here, or you can bend your elbows, bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling with the back of the hands together, or double the bind, bringing your right fingertips to your left palm. Keep the shoulders rolled back, lengthen up through the spine. Lift the elbows till they're shoulder height and push the hands away from the face. Now you can stay here just like this. I have a plant in my way. Or you can launch enjoying this shoulder stretch in the lunge. Or if you want to take eagle legs, bring your weight into your left foot. Cross your right thigh over the left. Right toes can come to the mat, or you can curl them around behind your left leg. Sinking the hips. Nice, easy breathing. Now let's unwind the legs and carefully, gently step that right foot back to the back of the mat, coming back to your lunge. Inhale to open the fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, frame that left foot with your hands and step back to a high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice, easy breathing here. As on our next inhale, let's lift the left heel. As you exhale, bring that left foot forward between the hands, dropping the right knee down onto the mat. Inhale to bring the fingertips up. Exhale to sink the hips. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, fingertips high, lengthening up through the spine. Exhale, cactus the arms. Finding somewhere to gaze as you reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale this time, you can bring the thumbs to the sacrum and open the chest. The sun feels so warm already today. Inhale, fingertips up. As you exhale, bring the fingertips down to the inside of your left foot. You can move that left foot over so that you have a little bit of space to move here. Feel free to stay here just like this, up on your palms, or walk the hands forward to come down onto your elbows. Final option, curl the right toes under, lift the right knee. Bringing the right knee down, coming up onto your palms. Left hand on the left ankle draws it back about halfway down the mat. And lift into that right foot. Roll to the pinky toe side of your right foot. And lift the left fingertips up to the ceiling. So we're in a modified side plank. Let's reach the left hand overhead. Biceps lying over. Got a bug on my back. Biceps lying over the left ear. As we exhale, sweep that left hand forward and back to the back of the mat, lowering the hips. Inhale, reach it up and overhead. As you exhale, lowering the hips, really working into that IT band. Inhale to lift up, working on our strength. One more time, each direction. And then bringing your left hand down, coming up onto the toes or onto the knees for plank pose. Take a vinyasa of your choice. You can always just flip back to down dog or child's pose here, or you can lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the left heel floats. As you exhale, left foot comes forward between the hands, grounding the right heel and lifting up to warrior two. Big breath in here. Find your balance, your strength in this pose, your weight balanced across both feet. Inhale to drop the right hand, lift the left. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale to warrior two. As you exhale, left elbow to left knee or fingertips to the floor. Reach that right hand up and over, working into the shoulder. Try and drop your right shoulder blade down the back. Inhale to warrior two. As you exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Soften your knees and hinge forward at your hips. Have your tummy, your low belly tucked in so that your core is engaged and supporting your spine. Fingertips can come to the mat now. And begin to walk your hands forward and drop your head so that you're coming sort of like into a down dog with your upper body. And your lower body is in this wide-legged pose. Walking the hands in now. Let's come into our halfway lift and then working into the left knee, coming to our lunge, our side lunge. Left knee is over the left ankle. You can stay here just like this or bring that left hip down over the left heel. Right toes are going to reach towards the ceiling. Fingertips are supporting you on the mat or hands at heart center, or the left fingertips on the mat while you reach your right hand up and over. Nice easy breath here, and then when you're ready, launch into your right leg, coming to Skandasana at the front of your mat. Hands can come down, pivoting, twisting to make it your way back to the front of your mat. One more time, stepping the right foot back to meet the left in your high plank pose. As always, feel free to take your knees here. Shoulders forward, exhale to lower. Inhale to open. Exhale to lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Let's lift the heels really high. And as you exhale, bring the knees down onto the mat. Cross the ankles. Come over your feet. Coming to butterfly. Bring the soles of your feet together. Lengthen up through your spine. Let's take one moment as we hold on to our ankles or the outside of our feet. Tuck the chin and round down. over your legs, over your feet. You can open your feet up to the ceiling or towards your face. Take a good look at the soles of your feet. And then as you inhale, lift. Bring your right knee into your chest. Your left leg can just relax heavy here. Bring your right knee and squeeze it in tight. And then take the sole of your foot with your right hand and extend that right foot up. Your leg will be partly straight, mostly bent. It's up to you, whatever feels good. You can take your left hand and bring it to the pinky toe side of your right foot. Hold on there, and let's just sweep the right hand back towards the back of the mat. Easy seated twist. Coming back to center. One more time, gripping the leg whatever way feels good for you. Knee to nose pose. Pull the low belly in. See how close you can get your nose to your knee to your nose. And then bring that right leg back down onto the mat. Hug your left knee in. So right leg's comfortable, left knee's hugging in. You can take the sole of the left foot, reach that left foot up. Just start to work into the hamstring here. Right hand comes to the pinky toe side of the left foot, and left hand is going to mat the spine here. Bringing the left hand back forward, holding on any way that feels good for you. See how you can bring your left knee to your nose to your knee. A little hint here, engaging the core, engaging the front of your left thigh. It's really going to help. And then releasing the left leg down. You can bring your hands down onto the mat or reach them forward as we come onto our backs. Take your time here, tuck your chin. Bring your knees into your chest. Reach your heels up towards the ceiling and give your legs a really good shake. Just a really good, whatever way feels good. Let your ankles and your toes be really floppy. And hey, you can do your hands too. You can reach your arms up. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a few moments here in Savasana. Lying still. With the hands next to the hips, palms facing up. Taking this moment again. With our palms up, the whole front of our body is open and relaxed. Open physically and ready to receive whatever is coming for us today, whatever's happening today. Being receptive to the world around us. Connecting with our intention for this day. Helping us to guide our responses to the things that are happening around us. To be less reactive. When you are ready to come out of this pose, begin to turn your wrists and your ankles, your head from side to side. Make your way into a full body stretch. right from the fingertips to the toes. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Sway from side to side. And then roll onto one side or the other. Take a breath or two here. And when you're ready to come up to sit, take your time. Move slowly. Find a comfortable seat. Lifting the shoulders up over the hips. The crown of the head is high. Inhale the fingertips up to the ceiling. As you exhale, thumbs to the third eye, and let's hinge forward for our final pose for today. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please hit the like button and let me know. And let me know in the comments. Send me a note. Let me know what you liked about it. Have a great day. Namaste.